Filmora 14, all new feature. What's up guys, welcome to another video on my channel. In this video we're going to talk about Filmora 14. Okay, so I will cover all the new features of Filmora 14 to help you decide if you want to upgrade to this latest version or not. And if you want to try Filmora 14, go ahead to the link in the description to download it. Okay, and if you want to purchase the software, don't forget to use my special discount coupon code to save your money. Alright, so let's go to my computer screen. And one thing I want to mention in this video is that this is just a beta version of the software. We don't have Filmora 14 official version yet. So if they offer official version, I will let you know in another video. Okay, so let's go. Another information about Filmora 13 license. If you purchase a perpetual license or an annual license right now, you are free to upgrade to Filmora 14. For example, here I have an account center and this is Filmora 13. By the way, it is free to upgrade to Filmora 14. That is the first missing information. And the second information is about the new Copilot. I didn't mention about the Copilot when I recording, so I have to add this part to the beginning of this video. So now in Filmora 14, we have a new user interface of the Filmora Copilot. So you can see here, we have a new window with some button here. You can add resources, audio adjustment, picture adjustment, format adjustment, timeline search, stuff like that. And then you can click the button here. Also, add resources. For example, here I want to add a transition or an overlay or stuff like that at the intro or the outro or between or something like that of the clip. The style should be smooth transition, something like suggestion from AI. And being mentioned that you can use Filmora Copilot 50 times a day. Tomorrow it will be reset. Okay, and then you can click send. And now it will process and give you some suggestion. So this is about the new user interface of Filmora Copilot. By the way, to me, I don't think I will use it much more than the previous one. Okay. Alright, so this is my Filmora 14 and you can see that the user interface is exactly the same with Filmora 13. So if you want to change the layout of the software, you can just click here at the layout option. So you can change it from default to classic one. So this is a classic layout. If you want to try it, okay, just select the layout option right here and then select classic layout. Otherwise, it will be this one, the default one. And I don't like the default layout because it has some panel here on the right side. So yeah, I just want to use the classic one. So I will go here with the classic one. So this is the user interface of Filmora 14 and it is the same with Filmora 13. Okay, and the second thing I noticed is the new magnetic timeline button and also the link button. So we can see here on top left of the timeline, we have the enable magnetic timeline, or you can press P on your keyboard. So let me show you what it means. Okay, so for example, if we select the video here on the timeline and we move it without the magnetic button enable, we can simply move anything on the timeline. But if you enable it, for example, I can click here to enable the magnetic timeline. We can see that it will just pull everything on the right to the left. So that is how magnetic timeline works. Okay, and now if you want to just move something like this, okay, something like this, and you put it right here, it will just magnetic to the left. Hopefully it is a right verb. Okay, see, so that is the first button you need to consider, magnetic timeline. Okay, and the second one is the link button. So this is the link button. You can see here, disable link or enable link. When you disable it, you can move anything on the timeline without moving other object on the timeline. For example, if I move this one to here to the top of my video, it will not move the overlay here. But if I enable the link, that it will move the video and the overlay. Okay, something like this. So let's Ctrl Z. And now I'm going to enable the link right here. So, and then I can click the video here and then I move it to here. You see that it moved the video and the overlay over it. So that is the link button. Okay, and this is the first new feature in Filmora 14. And the second one is the AI sound effect, meaning that you can create sound effect using AI tools in the program. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. To generate AI sound effect, you need to go to the audio tab right here, and then we have AI sound effect here. Okay, just click here at the AI sound effect, and then you can describe the sound effect that you want to create. For example, I can create a horror sound effect, door closing effect, something like that, and then I can hit generate, and be mentioned that it will cost 30 AI credit, and you can use 300. This is my license. If your license has no AI credit, and you cannot use this AI function. Okay, and then you can click here generate, or you can go to setting and select the sound effect duration and number of sound effect. Normally it will be 1 to 6, so maybe I just want to create 1 because I don't want to have so many sound effects. Okay, and then you can click generate to generate the sound effect, horror door closing effect. Wait a second. Okay, and this is my sound effect. I can download it, and I can click here to view the license, and I can play it. And listen to it again. Okay, and that is AI sound effect in Filmora 14. And for me, I think it's okay because we use AI to create sound effect. Maybe I can use in one of my videos. By the way, come to the next one, which is the AI Face Mosaic, which is something like blur effect for your face, which is moving. Okay, so yeah, I can give you an example. We can go back to my media, and then I can select my video here. Okay, and keep the project setting. So this is just an example video. Okay, so I can mute the audio. And now if I want to blur my face, normally I will have to track my face in Filmora, and then I add mosaic or add blur effect to my face. But now we have AI mosaic effect, something like automatically blur our face. Okay, so I think it's interesting. To do that, we need to go to the effect tab right here. Okay, and then we can find the face mosaic at the body effect. Okay, select the face mosaic, and then you can select one of them. AI scribble blur, pastel blur. I select this one. Okay, AI sketch blur, and then we can just drag and drop it directly to the video on the timeline, and then we can click this button to see the effect tab. Okay, and now we have AI sketch blur here, and it is processing just 1%, 2%. So we need to wait until it's finished processing. Okay, so I will wait.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. 2,000 years later.
Okay, and it takes about 3 minutes to process my video. And if you have a longer video, it will take longer time. And now it detects my face. And right here, and you can adjust the strength of the mosaic also. For example, I want to increase the strength, and I can increase or reduce the feather, and also the opacity. Okay, so opacity of the mosaic or the blur effect. And being mentioned that you can add keyframe here also. And a good thing is that you can invert the mosaic effect. Okay, something like this, and you can blur everything, not your face. I think it's create a cool effect for your video. So that is the mosaic blur effect in Filmora, and let's see the result right here. Okay, so you can blur everything around your face, something like that. Okay, so that is the second new feature in Filmora 14. And the next one is the AI color palette, with something like the color palette that you use when designing something. So let me show you what I mean by importing a color palette that I already downloaded from the internet. Okay, so this is color hunt palette. So just import it, open it, and see. You see here, this is the color palette, which is something like warm tone. So we have orange, red, and yellow here. So we can double click, so we have some color here at the palette, and now we want to use it for our video. For example, this video, by the way, I want to delete the blur effect first. So this is my normal video, it is from my smartphone, okay, and I can mute the audio. And now if I want to use the color palette to maybe do color grading or apply a filter for it, so I want to select it on the timeline right here, and then I can select this one. This is the AI color palette, or you can press on M on your keyboard. Okay, so I can select it. And now the next thing I want to do is to add the palette here. So we have the enable and disable button right here, and we can add the palette. Being mentioned that I add some palette here. For example, this one is the warm tone and this one is the cool one. So we want to use this one. So this is the warm one, and we can adjust the strength here. And if you want, you can protect the skin by increasing the, so maybe I can make it like this 70%, stuff like that, and I can increase the strength. Okay, so this is the reference from the project. For example, here is the video on the timeline, so we can see it as a reference, and right here it is the final result. So you can also select from local. Maybe you want to select a video or an image from your local computer to see the reference. And now if we want, we can generate to apply the color palette to our video on the timeline. Okay, just click here to generate. So now we have the final result here. So you see that it looks a little bit different compared to the first review. Okay, and now we need to click save and apply to apply it to our video on the timeline. Okay, by the way, I want to have the original video here so that you can see the difference. So I can put the video here and keep the project. So this is before, but I want to mute the audio. Okay, and this is before and this is after. Okay, this is before. Let's put it right here. Okay, so this is before and this is after with the color palette, and I reduce the strength and also adjust the parameter inside. Okay, so that is the third new feature in Filmora 14, and the next one is about the AI video enhancer. So something like if you have a bad video and you want to maybe improve the color grading, brightness or stuff like that, you can use the AI video enhancer. I think it's good, but to be honest, I seldom use them because I want to do the color grading or adjust the brightness of my video myself. But you can use it if you want. Okay, so if you want to do that, you want to double click at the video here on the timeline, and then you want to select the AI tools. So if you want to use any AI tools, go to the AI tools at the property panel. Okay, select the AI tools, and now we have some option right here, AI video enhancer. Okay, so you can just enable it, and then again it will cost AI credit. Remember, if you want to use any AI tools, it will cost AI credit. And now you need to click here, generate to enhance your video. Okay, just click here, and then you have to wait until it finishes processing. And again, the processing time will depend on the length of your video. Okay. Okay, and it takes a lot of time to finish my video. So if you have a longer clip, then it will take a lot of time. If you use the AI video enhancer, by the way, this is the result. To be honest, I don't see the difference, but maybe they apply some smooth effect for my skin. Okay. Maybe some filter on my skin. So that is AI. By the way, this is another new feature in Filmora 14. And another one is the AI voice enhancer, which is something that you can improve your voice. But to be honest, I don't see the difference when I apply the AI voice enhancer. But if you want to use it, you can just move here. So this is my voice, so I can unmute the audio. And if I want to use it, I can select the double click at the video. And then I can select the audio tab right here, so we can scroll down and we can see AI voice enhancer. So something like removing the background noise and make your voice clearer, stuff like that. So we can enable it, and you see voice clarity, so we can adjust like 80% or 100% and voice beautification, something like improving your voice. By the way, I don't see the difference, but let's compare it. Okay, so Control C, I can paste it right here, so we can have the first one, the original one, without the effect, and the second one with the effect. Okay, so we can just put them side by side. So this one we can disable the AI voice enhancer. Okay, and this one we have the AI voice enhancer with the voice clarity is 80, and we can increase it maybe like 90. Okay, and let's play it and use the headphone. Okay, and then we can listen to it from here, original one, and with the effect with my phone. Okay, so let's go to the computer for further editing. Hopefully maybe I can make another angle. By the way, we use 2 angles. I think that's enough. Okay, stop. Okay, now we will. Okay, and now we are going to try the multicam editor in Filmora 14. This is a test, and I have one camera here with the main audio source, and we have another camera here with my phone. Okay, so let's go to the computer for further editing. Okay, so that is a new feature in Filmora 14, and I think they need to improve this feature so that we can use it to improve our voice. By the way, let's go to the next one, which is the video denoise option. So when you see the video here, it like applies, so there's some noise in my video, and now we have a new denoise option, which is similar to a filter that we can apply to our video to make it smooth and to make it clearer. Okay, to apply the video denoise option, we need to double click at the video here, and then we can select the AI tools again. Okay, and we can scroll down here. Okay, and we have the video denoise, so we can click here to enable it, and we have 3 smooth level. Okay, normally, weak, normal, and strong, and it need to process my video. By the way, I want to just process a small part of my video, so I can click OK, and then I can just split the video like this, so I can just process this one, so this part. So I want to double click here, AI tools and video denoise. So now I can disable and enable it again, so it will process all this part. Okay, waiting. Again, we need to wait. Okay, and now it finished, so we can play the video. And we can go full screen so that you can see it better. It improved just a little bit, but I don't think it's good enough to use for my project, because if you want to reduce the noise in your video, maybe you have to have more light, otherwise the software will process like this. So we can play, and there is still some noise here in my video, and it even destroy my background also. So I think it's not very good. By the way, this is a new AI tools in Filmora 14. Okay, and the next new feature in Filmora 14 is the multicam editor. I think it is a new one and an interesting one. By the way, it is not as interesting as I expected. Okay, let me show you about this new feature. Okay, so let's click OK. Okay, and now if you want to edit multiple camera, you want to go to your project media. For example, I have one video here. This is from my phone, and I have another video here. This is from my camera here. So we need to press and hold our control key on our keyboard to select both of them, and then we can right click and select this one, create multi-camera clip. Okay, to click here, we have the name, for example, Jacky 1, and then we have the synchronization method. We have 2 methods. The first one is the audio, and the second one is first frame, but normally I will use audio because I have both audio source from my camera and from my phone. Okay, so we can select create processify or not. For now, I don't want to create processify, and then we can click OK. Okay, and now it create a compound clip or a multicam editor like this. So this is a video. By the way, I want to disable the magnetic timeline first. Okay, so I will put it right here, and this is my video, multicam video. camera here with the main audio source, and we have another camera here. So if I want to edit my multicam project, I want to select it on the timeline, and then I have to select the timeline here. So we have the main timeline, and then we have the multicam test, and it is Jacky 1. So Jacky 1 is my new multicam editor. So we need to select it, and now it will open a new window here. So it synchronizes the audio of the camera and also the smartphone. Okay, so we have to edit this one. Okay, now we will. Okay, and now we. And first up, it's disable the overlay track. And now if I want to show this one, I can split it. I can delete this one. So this is the video from the smartphone, and it is a video from the camera. Okay, and we need to render the timeline also, something like this, and then we can play. Okay, and now we are going to try the multi-cam. You see that it does not display the video here. When I select it, it display. So maybe they need to improve this function. Okay, now we can play again. And now we are going to try the multicam editor. So you see that it is similar to the compile clip. So we still have to edit a video. We don't have the shortcut to go to the first clip and the second clip or stuff like that. So I think in the future, or maybe in the official version, they need to improve this multicam function. Otherwise, it is not helpful to me. Okay. Okay, for the next one, I think it's better to have a separate tutorial video. But maybe I just want to show you here so that you understand what is new in Filmora 14. So the next one is the planar tracking, with something like you can track the surface in your video, not the moving object in your video. Okay, for example, here I have a board here. So this is a very famous place in Japan. So I have a cat here. See, we have a tracking face here. So I blur this face. So now I have to track this place, this place, so that I can add mosaic, or maybe I can add a text or anything to that. So I have to use the planar tracking. Okay, so for example, I can just click OK and go back to my timeline, and then I can use this clip, okay, as an example, and keep the project setting. So this is the original clip. So we can mute the audio, and you see we have a camera movement like this, because I use my phone, so it is just moving. So now I need to track this surface, so I can put my playhead at the very beginning, and then I can select this option. So this is the new option, planar tracking. We can click here, and then we can select planar tracking. Okay, so now we have two options, auto and advanced. By the way, we want to use the auto option. Okay, so we have to enable the tracking first. Okay, and then we can select auto, and now we have a square box here, so we can select the box and move it to the place where we want to track, and we can click here at this dot to adjust the box. Okay, something like this, and then something like this. Okay, so I think it's perfect, and then we can click this button, start tracking. Okay, and we need to wait until it's finished because it takes a lot of time to track the surface. So I will click cancel. Okay, because I already have an example here. So after we finish, we have a video like this, and we can just double click here. So we have a video like this, and then we have a link element, so we can attach a text, image, or anything. We can select it here, and then we can add a mosaic, okay, to blur this one, and we can double click at the mosaic to change the type. For example, I can change it to this type, and I can adjust the blur amount, stuff like that, and then I can click OK, and now this blur effect will follow my surface. Okay, something like this. So this is a new planar tracking option in Filmora 14. Okay, so let's come to the next one, which is the path curve, or curve path, or animation path, or stuff like that. Okay, for the animation part, I can just put my image here on the timeline. So first up, this is the image without effect, And now if I want to add animation to this one, I can simply click this animation keyframe button. Okay, keyframing, and then I can click here and I can scale it down. Okay, but now in Filmora 14 we have a new option here, which is the path curve. Okay, so enable it. So when we enable it, we can see the curve here, or we can see the animation part. Okay, so we can click here to disable and enable it. And when we select the video here on the timeline, we have a button here with the anchor point of the video or the image. So if we move the video here or the image here, we can see the part here. So this is the part. Okay, and we can come to the next keyframe, and then we can move the image like this, and maybe we can move to another place, something like this, and we have the part here. So this is the animation part or the part curve. So we can play it. Okay, so I think it's new because they show the part of the animation. By the way, you can right click here and show and hide the animation keyframe. You want to show it, and then you can select all the keyframe here. For example, for the transform, I can select the keyframe here and I can open the graph editor, select all the keyframe and right click and select ease in or ease out for my animation. Ease in, something like this. Okay. Okay, so that's all the new feature in Filmora 14, and being mentioned that this is just a beta version, and the last information about this new version is about the license price. I'm checking with Wondershare support team to see if they want to change the license price or not, but maybe the price is the same with Filmora 13. So you have perpetual license and annual license and stuff like that. You can see the price right here. And for those of you who have Filmora 13, you want to upgrade to Filmora 14, it will cost maybe around $30 US. Okay, so I will update the information in the description for you. You want to know all the information, you want to go to my video description. Alright, so I hope this video is helpful for you. If you have any question, just let me know at the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.